Influencer or athlete?
You know why kids love athletes?
I don't know, because they screw lingerie models.
No, that's why we love athletes. Kids love athletes because they follow their dreams.
Well, I can't dunk.
No, but you can cook.
What are you talking about?
Your resume says that you minored in French culinary arts. Most students, they're working the fryer at KFC, but you bust tables at Il Picador to support yourself. And then you get out of college, and you come and you work here. How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams?
27 grand a year.
And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy?
Good question.
I see.
How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams? It's a really, really interesting scene in a film called Up in the Air with George Clooney. It talks about why the kids love athletes. And the reason kids love athletes is because athletes chase their dreams. At a certain point, as an adult, as a growing up kind of person, male or female, you all of a sudden you go from chasing your dreams to paying a bill, paying a mortgage, putting food on the table. The thing that I'm most proud of in my running career so far is the fact that I took a leap of faith. To me, it wasn't a leap of faith, but I took a leap of faith, I backed myself and I went for it. That's the most important and proudest moment of my career so far. The other day, somebody I respect massively in the sport said to me, we were having a conversation, and he said to me, the first time I heard your name was when Athletics Weekly had written an article about you when you'd won the British Championships and become British champion for the first time. But they'd written an article saying that Lee has managed to become a professional runner and run full time because he's been able to leverage his social media. I don't have a problem with that. I used to have a problem with being called an influencer when as a kid, I always wanted to be a footballer. I always then wanted to be a runner after that. And I always wanted to chase my dreams. And I always wanted to be seen as somebody who's chasing their dreams, who listens to their heart more than their head. Because if you listen to your head, you wouldn't go down the sport route. The chances of you becoming a professional athlete are so small, no matter whether you're a professional runner or a professional footballer or whatever, they're so small that if you listen to your head, you wouldn't do it. So I listened to my heart and I chased my dreams, and that's the part of my career that I'm most proud of, that I went for my dreams. But right now we're in, and I don't blame athletes for this. If you go on Instagram, if you go on any kind of TikTok platform or anything like that, you're going to see athletes promoting anything and everything. And there's a part of that that I can completely understand. There's a part of that that they need to put food on the table. A lot of these guys are on a contract and they're then paid for performance bonuses, so winning a race, putting themselves on the podium, or appearance fees, which means they need to be fit and healthy. They need to be injury-free in order to do those things. For me, I've never ever been able to sell something or promote something or even post something that I don't believe in 100%, which means I need to test it, I need to believe in it, and I need to be 100% behind it. Otherwise, I cannot put it out there, because my integrity, as somebody who came from a business background, came from a recruitment background, to me, when you were selling, it wasn't selling that we kind of think about it and we kind of pull back from. We don't like, as human beings, to be sold to. We don't like, because selling has this kind of interpretation that it's actually convincing somebody to do something that they don't want to do. That's not the case with selling. If you're a good salesperson, you present the facts which are relevant to the person, and then the person has the option. You cannot push somebody into a new job. You cannot push a candidate into a company that doesn't want them. You need to present the facts, present and manage the person's expectations. This candidate has X, Y, and Z, but he doesn't have A and B. Do you want to see him or not? You manage the expectations, and that creates a medium or long-term relationship, and that's what you look for. That's the easiest way to sell. Are there people in the sales industry, whether they're selling a car, whether they're selling a job, whether they're selling a house, that don't work like that, that are much more short-term thinking? Yeah, it happens in all aspects of life, whether it's somebody promoting a shoe on Instagram, whether it's somebody promoting a cream on Instagram, whether it's somebody promoting an ice bath or some things you kind of put on your legs in order to kind of massage your legs after to enhance your recovery. Do they believe in that? I don't think so. Do they promote it? Yeah, and I can understand that. It's a hustle. Yeah, I get it. It's a hustle. I can't do that. And that's not me kind of putting myself on a pedestal. That's just life. Like when you go to buy a house, 90% of estate agents are absolutely rubbish. 90% of estate agents are absolutely rubbish. Whether you're here in Dubai, whether you're in Spain, whether you're in the UK, it doesn't matter. Most people, I'd say it's Pareto's law, that 80% of people don't care about what they do. They kind of literally going to work, clocking in at 9, clocking out at 5, and going through the motions. So that makes it very easy for people like you to get in the top 20%, and therefore very easy to get in the top 10% of the top 20%, which to do the maths would be the top 2%. It's very easy to do that. You just need to really care about what you do, really care, and you cannot fake that. You cannot fake enthusiasm, and you cannot fake caring. You need to genuinely care. And if you don't care, and you're trying to promote something, or you're trying to sell something, everybody can tell. Nobody is smart enough on the planet to lie. There's nobody on the planet can lie and get away with it. And there's nobody who can promote stuff on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, and they don't believe in it, and they can do that consistently, and it works. There's nobody can do that. I see it all the time, whether it's whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a singer or whatever, and they're telling you this is amazing, that's amazing, everything's amazing. And guess what? And then you find them in rehabilitation because everything's not amazing. The world is not like that. So whenever I've been passed, and this has happened to me, what happens is you get into a contract, and it's fine, and this is fine, like, and they'll ask you to go and promote something that you really believe in, and you're like, this is amazing, it's absolutely brilliant shoe, or it's a brilliant product, or whatever. And then maybe you get asked to say, okay, whilst you're here, whilst we're on the set, etc., can you promote this? It's like, well, what is this? I've never seen it before. I've never ran in it. Like, how could I promote something I don't have any experience with? Well, you can talk about it. I can't talk about it because I can't promote something, and this is not with my current sponsor, by the way. I cannot promote something, I cannot talk about something which is essentially promoting it if I don't have experience in it. And so there's times with previous sponsors that I've just said, I can't do that. And that has definitely harmed my career with them. That has definitely kind of put a cross in the box and said, maybe I'm difficult to work with, maybe I'm not as reasonable as I could be. Because of course, if people are paying you to fly to a different country, and you've got the film crew there, you've got a film director, a producer, lighting, sound guy, water boy, everybody on set, and then you're not willing to do something because you want to keep your integrity, you've got to be strong in front of those 30 people, and you've got the client there, your sponsor, who's actually paying your salary, who's actually paying you to be there, and you're telling them that you can't promote this because you've not seen it and not worn it yet. You need to be strong, and that will keep your integrity and mean that people will buy into you over the long period. You don't need to lie. Like, if you really want to be good in your job, and if you're in any role that involves promoting or selling something, which is most roles, whatever you're in, you need to promote yourself and you need to sell. It's in an interview scenario, it's never the best person who gets the job. It's the best person. It's the person who's best at interviewing who can do the job. That's the person who gets the job. So if you can present the facts, present yourself like, listen, I'm very good in this. I need work in this and this, and I'm terrible at this. How much credibility does that hold? It's very, very powerful to be brutally honest with people. And I think integrity in sports, and as I said before, I get it, it's a hustle, you've got to put food on the table, you've got to pay the mortgage or the rent, I get it, but if you can hold your integrity, that's powerful. Good luck, and if you've got any alpha from this, please like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you think about that. When you see stuff on Instagram, what do you think about it? Do you kind of like, do you flash past it because you know it's nonsense? Or are you involved because you like the athlete? Tell me what it's like.